Hello, everybody. You can call me Hunch. And today we're going to be going over some of the big time fundamental aspects of where we are in the market, where I think you should be. Remember, not financial advice. I'm a huge Bitcoin DeFi guy. I'm a huge stacks guy. And I think that I called this sideways bear chop or bear trend perfectly. I do think we will be exiting it. I do think the sentiment changed because of Trump and maybe adding it to the strategic reserves. Now, all of that is unconfirmed, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to be talking about some things. So just to say where I think we should be are, right? GCR, he's a famous trader. He said, this is the first year I can remember where people collectively realize how bad summers are in crypto. There's certain times in your trading career you just have to ultra risk on. I am right now. So I feel the same way, right? I still have a ton of Bitcoin, but I do have a ton of alts related to Bitcoin, right? Like TRAC and STX, Alex, Dicos, things like that. So we're going to be talking about that. Something to note, though, that is ultra important about stacks is that BitGo, who does WBTC, some other things for crypto on the institutional side, will come on as a signer for SBTC. So I don't know how that's relating to decentralization, how many signers there are, but that is an important aspect because there will be a huge amount of liquidity, I believe, because of the trust in this centralized player for SBTC. Now, personally, I don't know how I feel about that, but I do think that it is bullish for stacks if it can stay decentralized at the base layer. Now, in terms of stacks, I've been saying for a while now that I do think we're going to form some type of bottom around here. It seems that we have. Can I be wrong? Sure. Does it matter what the ETH Bitcoin chart is? I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. Another important one that I like is Alex. I do think they're going to recover well, right? I do think Dico will do well. Arcadico, right, which has been pumping up a decent amount recently, right, back to 17 cents. Now, there's other ones like Bitflow Finance and Zest that don't have tokens yet, so you might want to be involved in that. I am personally would be just staking stacks, trying to be neutral, collecting some revenue and then putting it into things like just Bitcoin or TRAC, right? TRAC is another important one. So I brought this up here, right? TRAC still has the potential to hit billions in market cap, still the strongest utility play on native Bitcoin. I agree. I have a good position now. If it does gain momentum and hit 100 million in market cap to 150 million in market cap, I will be adding more because it is saying that the market does realize its potential. And then I do think it has a better chance of going 10 to 30x from there, right? TRAC has been absolutely pumping. Now, why is that? Right, it's been in this downtrend. I do think this is one of those possibilities where this is like a chain link or a BNB where it just like crashed mid cycle last time and then it went on to do a 50 to 100x. I do think that is very possible. I don't think that's crazy, right? It's only worth 45 million. They do have the TAP protocol under it. It will serve other parts of the crypto economy, like the Dogecoin sector and other parts. I don't even know what the potential is, right? They have DMT theory under it. But to ignore this seems like the dumbest idea possible. Sure, it could go to zero, but to have such a low valuation with something that has been tried and true in crypto, right? Validators, the chain link, right? Price feeds, so on and so forth, organizing price feeds for different cryptos and so on and so forth. I think that is vitally important, right? And here's just to say, right, the validator program is running at, it is actually pumping the price possibly, right? This is saying that round 1 of 10 is just getting finished and we've pumped like this. So how much illiquid supply or liquid supply will be gone off the market? I don't know. I just think that this is bullish and you should be paying attention to it. So I do think we are exiting this lull that I've been talking about, or I started talking about and then stopped making as many videos. Like 6 months ago, I called that perfectly. I do think you want to be in stacks. I think you want to be in Bitcoin DeFi, right? I've added a few. I've kept a few, right? BVM, I got rid of. Who else have I gotten rid of? Just a few others, but I'm still in Dico, stacks, Alex, right? I still like those, right? We've had some setbacks, but I don't think that you should just be giving up here. This is obviously has the most potential. Crypto has the most potential. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like things like Solano. You shouldn't have exposure to L1s, things like Ondo Finance, which is more of an institutional play on crypto, or I think there's another one, VXR or VRX or whatever it is from Citigroup or JP Morgan Chase. There are a few of those that I don't really talk about. That doesn't mean I don't have exposure to them, but those are all good. So you got to really do your own research. That's the only way to make it. You should not be listening to me. You should not be doing anything that I'm theoretically talking about. Anyway, you can call me Hunch. You're a sexy beast, baby.